We're here at 7461 Glacier Springs Drive with John and Ann LaRue of Avalon Construction, the builder of this home. This is such an amazing home, and you have to hear the story. So John and Ann, tell us, why did you choose this lot? How did this house come about?
Well, that would be up to my wife here. She's the one that started this.
We enjoyed renting here, so we'd rented a few homes here to explore Mount Baker area, the hiking, the skiing, and we fell in love with this neighborhood. It is the perfect mix of people who live here full time. There are rentals here. It's such a community feel. It's like you're recreating every day you're here.
And you like the architecture too, don't you?
Oh, there's a variety of homes here. There's everything from huge log homes to eclectic architecture. And it's just, it's a great feel. And the people are so nice. Just walking, the animals, and yeah, it's just.
So before we go in, tell us a little bit about how did you choose this style?
Well, I've been a builder for approximately 32 years. I've done a lot of custom homes, so my interests have grown through the years, and I've always been very interested in Frank Lloyd Wright. He did some amazing things in the 50s. Another architectural firm was Green and Green, and they did some architecture for this area in particular that was almost like a Northwest Asian flair that was kind of coincides with what Frank Lloyd Wright would build. So this was my attempt. At this point in my life, I really wanted to try something very special, and it was my attempt to come up with something that had that same feel but would fit into the environment. A nice cabin feel, but a nice modern feel, something that was kind of unique. I wanted to go a little over the top. I just felt like it was time to do something very creative.
So one thing I noticed, and before we go in and look around, I can't help but notice that you have trees fairly close to the home. How in the world did you build this and keep all the trees?
That, I can't take credit for all of that, but the excavating company from here is Hemlock Construction, and he did such a nice job. We actually had to start at the very back and work our way out in a very careful manner in order to...
And I hugged all the trees all the way.
To preserve...
Don't take this one.
To preserve the property, yes.
And so I know it's a little kind of wiggly getting in, but we kept as many of the trees right up. So it's all you see when you're inside looking out is what's here at Mount Baker.
That's beautiful. But you know, we've got to go and show people inside. And one thing as we get ready to go inside, the finish work is incredible. So would you call yourself a finish carpenter?
I would call myself an all-around carpenter. I've done almost all the work through the years with, of course, my crews and with additional help, but I'm pretty much a perfectionist when it comes to carpentry, and I've tried to perfect my craft through the years and did the best I could do.
As someone who's seen a lot of houses, you have to take a look at the finish work in this house. But let's go in. So as we walk in, the first thing that I can't help but notice is this incredible fireplace. Is there a story behind these rocks?
The plan with the home was to try to integrate the natural products of the area. And so at quite a few trips, we were able to find these rocks down at the river and above at the creek. We wanted to bring in the natural materials, and this just happened to turn out in this manner.
Yes. All of our friends who visited with us over the weekends, everyone got a backpack. We went down and we hand-picked everything for its unique qualities, everything for its unique shape. There's a lot of heart-shaped rocks in this fireplace. Everything is from here, from the Nooksack or Canyon Creek area. Nothing brought in from anywhere else. And you just see the variety of colors.
The next thing I notice when you come in is just the really high ceilings, but the interest, because the ceilings actually go in different directions. So how did that come about?
That actually came with the original conception of the plan. The way that this is set up was a preset standard, but we tweaked it and expanded it and made it more of an open air feel. The beams themselves are custom cut, brought up from Oregon. I think it's the only place in the country that can supply that size and that length of beam. Everything here is a #1 grade Doug fir. The entire structure was built that way with #1 grade. We actually did take trees from the property, incorporating more of the nature's beauty from the property itself, and we took the trees, planed them, cut them, kiln dried, and created back in our shop to make the stairs and to make much of the furniture and the shelving. And as much as we could put in here, that's what we tried to do, is use as much as we could.
And the stairs were actually the first thing that we put in. So the stairs came in before even the walls did, because of the way that we had to fashion these without outside brackets. And they all have the plug holes, the original plug holes that we used and stained. So for a long time there were no walls here and just a staircase leading up to a second floor. So.
And one thing I've noticed is that there are live edge everywhere, in the cabinets, in the back of the stairs, and we can't wait to show you what those look like as well as we work our way through.
Yeah.
But let's go to the kitchen.
Well, we wanted an open feel. We definitely wanted to be able to work here, enjoy company, see the fireplace. We wanted to see the windows everywhere. You know, one of the things is we tweaked this house. We added a lot more windows than in the original plans. We moved the windows around just to maximize the visuals of the trees and the colors outside. But really, when you stand here, is all you see are really the outdoors, the great fireplace, and the company that when you're entertaining. Incorporating the live edge again into the shelving while trying to maximize some storage space for a cabinet or for a cabin and workspace.
It is beautiful. But let's head to the master bedroom. So you've got two masters.
Yep.
First one is here. So let's look at this.
Yeah.
And don't forget the live edge as we work our way through.
So come on into the downstairs bedroom with the attached bath. One of the things that we tried to create with our bedrooms was a feeling that you were in a tree house. So we wanted to make sure the windows were placed so everything that you saw was actually the environment of the landscape outside. We wanted it to feel cozy. We wanted it to be usable.
Here we went ahead and used more of the live edge from the trees that were available. These are all handmade, Northwest alder.
Yep.
And the stone bowls, we didn't actually create those, but they did match the rock fireplace. So
yeah. We wanted everything as much natural materials as we could.
We're upstairs in the loft, and tell us about what went through your process in designing this.
the best part of this house to me was having this nice open air feeling. And what we tried to do was break this open. In the original design, this was tight. You couldn't see downstairs but through the staircase. So we decided to draw this back and give this much more of an open feel. The metal railing allowed for a nice airy feeling so you could see through, see downstairs and upstairs, outside at the same time. We gave it a nice open, to me, a very luxurious type of feel.
Yeah. We increased the size of the windows up here, so we maximized the view. So everything custom sizes.
And one thing you just can't help but notice is the beams. When you talked about the grade of beams, I mean, I've never seen beams like this. There's no splits. The wood is beautiful.
Yeah.
They are very beautiful. I couldn't have hoped for a better quality. They are just amazing. Like I said, the company that creates these out of, I believe it's Medford, Oregon, they're the only ones in the country that can produce this.
Well, it shows, John. I mean, I've been in a lot of houses and I haven't seen anything like this before, so it's beautiful. But let's go to the second master.
So coming this way, that feeling of a tree house. Wanted to show off the beams. The beams, obviously, they run the whole course of the house, and so they're really highlighted here in the bedroom. The live edge that we used above the closets for space, for storage, the live edge that we use inside the closets, and for all the shelving. And again, that tree house feel and how close the trees are from the construction. So, and here we have the bathroom for the upstairs. Beams carry through, so you still have a visual of the beams. Windows placed high enough to see out, to see the trees without seeing inside while you're in here in the bathroom. The tall ceilings in here. And just again, that feeling, that cabiny feel with a little bit of luxurious touches.
So John and Ann, thank you for sharing your home with us. This is beautiful. It's light, it's airy, the workmanship is just incredible, and you have to come see this house. This is a beauty. So now we're going to walk outside and we're going to see some of the features that are on the outside of your home. But first, we have to go through this room.
Yes.
Tell us about the storage room.
So you need a mud room. So anytime you are playing in the outdoors all day and you come home, we wanted a really usable mud room, and this is what we came up with. We did change the design to the home for this room. This is a great room. Of course, all the floors in here are almost indestructible. So perfect for coming in, snow-covered boots. We've got everything ready for the backpacks. Everything here is live edge. We really tried to add to the details here in this room to make it just a really pretty, usable room. The doors, we hand-picked out the doors, hand-stained. All of the woodworking here is actually, as far as our doors are hand-stained. In our shop at home, we purchased this door, difficult maybe to see, but with the mountain inlay and the forest inlay in our entry door here. With our laundry closet here and storage, we come out here, and then this is where we go to the outside, easy access for the hot tub.
Right as we walk outside of the mudroom, what do we see but the most incredible hot tub?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
So, 2-person hot tub, intimate, great for your morning coffee or late night after skiing. John, of course, built custom stairs. Everything's live edge to go on the weatherproof decking. The touches of, again, live edge. And you're up high again, so at night you definitely feel like you're in the woods with that feel of being out at Mount Baker.
So we're outside in the back of the house by the fire pit. I bet you've enjoyed a lot of nights by the fire pit, just enjoying this beautiful wooded scenery.
It's been very nice. It's very peaceful.
Yes. Perfect view as you look up into the trees, which are towering above us. Great to sit out here at night as all you see are trees, and nice opening here above the house where you see a lot of the stars. It's pretty dark up here at night, so great viewing.
Well, this is awesome. But you have a bonus room that we have to show the viewers.
Yes.
Let's go to it now. So here we are in the bonus room. What did you envision with this? What can you see people doing in this room?
Well, the first thing that happened with this is this was somewhat of an afterthought. The elevation allowed us to get more headroom due to the topography of the property. Kind of turned into my man cave. And our thought was maybe this could be a nice wine cellar, or a place where we could have a foosball table, or it can also be a place where you can do your home projects. So it's got lots of uses, and it's just going to be whatever someone wants to make it.
Yeah. Perfect storage. We had a lot of snowshoes here for the winter. We snowshoed quite a bit. We kept our skis down here. It was perfect. There's a lake nearby. Our paddle boards fit perfectly in here, so it's a great storage space for all your toys.
And it's 14 by 32?
Yeah, 14 by 32, and it has, behind us here, there is a nice door that takes us into a very large crawl. It's 4.5 feet tall. It's about 35 feet long, and you can put your kayaks, your canoes, ski gear. It's dry, and it's concrete on the floor, and it's fully lit.
So one thing I couldn't help but notice is all of the overhangs in your house. nothing is exposed, nothing's going to weather that shouldn't weather. How'd you come about doing that?
It was definitely part of the plan to come up with a design that had no gutters. There's so many trees, and what we wanted a roof that could basically wash. Designed this house with 36-inch overhangs. The design was incorporated into the amount of drainage that's here, so we didn't have to use gutters. So it allowed it to be more of a maintenance-free home. Everything here, as far as mechanical, the generator, the air conditioning unit, everything is undercover to just give the owner less maintenance and less upkeep.
More time to play when we're up here. So.
And if you've ever lived in snow, you are going to truly appreciate that. Well, when we talk about live edge, the live edge isn't just inside. It looks to me like you also did it outside. How did you design this?
This was with some of the extra materials from our stairs. We wanted something a little bit eclectic, a little funky. I think we got it on this one.
First thing we built on the property is some of the materials, so this went up before anything else did.
So all of the details that are inside that are just so amazing, but you didn't forget the outside. So tell us about the landscaping.
So again, we're using all the materials from the property, except for a little bit of the gravel, which is from a local pit. But everything that we tore out to smooth the ground for the excavation, I used creating pathways. And I didn't want to disturb the environment too much and maintain all of the native plants that are here. So the paths come in, give us a place to walk without trampling. I don't want anybody trampling my plants. So they weave kind of through the property, as you see. So we can come out. Great welcoming, so when people are walking through the neighborhood, they can come in to visit.